Hey there folks, this is DMC Jedi Man. I'm coming to another video. It's yet another unboxing and review, and this one is actually fairly special to me, though I I just can't wait to get into this one. Before I do though, don't forget if you like my content, be sure to like and subscribe and hit the bell icon so you're notified when I upload. So let's get this open, because I don't even want to tell you what it is quite yet until I get the box open and get it out. Because this is special. This is something that they had better not have just sent me the standard one. Okay, the thing there says it's what it's supposed to be, so. Okay. So, box has been discarded. Oh, okay, I see the thing. Okay. So what I have here is something I have been waiting for this to be released for a little while now, and I didn't pre-order this because I wanted a specific version. That Lino Racing had the version I wanted, but unfortunately the version I wanted was supposedly only available for people who were part of the RCCA club and was also sold out. But I guess I got some more in. They had them up for anybody. So when I got the money to afford it, which also meant actually canceling a different pre-order, I purchased this. This is the Erik Jones Darlington Win dual autographed race car. Now this is autographed by both Erik Jones, the driver, which is right there on the windshield, and autographed by the crew chief Dave Ellens. Now I will this video is going to have two bits of footage because I am going to open this, but I also take photos of stuff. I don't want to have to put this all back in the package, so a quick edit and I will be back. And we're back with more footage. Okay. Sorry about that. I wanted to get one picture of it, still in the box before anything else had been done. So let's get this off, because I am going to get this out of the box. I want to do this carefully though, because I always save my car boxes, even though I'll never be getting rid of this one. Okay, let's see. Trying to do this in the safest way possible. There's one of those little things. There should be a race win sticker in here too, which will be nice. Okay. Alright, so it comes with a few things. Obviously, you already saw that little card, and it comes with this standard thing that every release does. And we've got the Elite Certificate of Authenticity. Unfortunately, it wasn't filled out, so it doesn't say how many were made of it. Then there's the win sticker. It comes with two different certificates. One that should have been signed that says it's signed by crew chief Dave Ellens, and the other one, which is signed, that says that it has Erik Jones' signature. And we got this neat little card that says what race it was, and on the back it shows the stats. This was the 2022, September 4th, 2022, Darlington Southern 500 race. And it was a finish to remember. The race took 4 hours, 9 minutes, and 49 seconds. Erik Jones started the race in 15th. There were 367 laps. total of 501.322 miles. There were 9 cautions for a total of 58 laps. Erik Jones led 23 laps that night, and his margin of victory was 0.252 seconds. Alright, so the Elite version comes with like little things to plug in there, which I might do, but I'm not sure. But check out this gorgeous car. It's covered with confetti. It has the race damage on the rear. It's hard to make out with the with all the confetti, but that's Dave Allen's signature. And then on the front, you got Erik Jones' signature. The wheels turn. The roof flaps go up. The trunk opens because this is the Elite. You know, for this one, I wanted to spring for the best version possible. You know, standard finish though. Like I could have gotten Galaxy finish or something like that. Okay, phew. And there's the hood open. Oh man, this looks gorgeous. Oh, I am definitely. I'm not even gonna remove this one from the base. Like a lot of times, I'll remove these cards from the base because it makes them a little easier to display. I think I'm gonna put a little cover over this and just put it out for display as is. But this is incredible. I've been a fan of Richard Petty and his famous 43 ever since I got into NASCAR back in the very early 90s, maybe even the late 80s. Like it was 88 or 89 or 1990. One of those 3 years was when I first got into NASCAR, and I gravitated towards Richard Petty right off the bat. Even though his prime was behind him, he wasn't winning races anymore, hadn't won a race since 1984. You know, something about his look, the fact that he was the king, the fact that he had all the records, 200 wins, 7 Daytona 500, 7 championships. You know, he was the king. He looked so awesome in the cowboy hat and shades, and you had to love that Petty blue and day-glow red STP 43 Pontiac. So I made it a point that even after Richard retired in 92, I kept being a fan of the 43, and boy, oh boy, have there been a lot of dark years for being a fan of the 43. You know, car didn't do too much the year after when it was slightly rebranded to the 44 STP Pontiac by Rick Wilson. 94 wasn't much better with 2 drivers, Wally Dallenbach and John Andretti. 95 showed a little bit of brilliance with Bobby Hamilton, who actually brought the team back to victory lane in 96. First time 43 card won since 1984 when Richard captured his 200th win in front of President Ronald Reagan. So, that was a great year. Of course, back then they didn't make race win diecasts, because otherwise I probably would have owned the Bobby Hamilton, one. I believe that race was at Phoenix, if I remember right. Though Hamilton should have won a second race that year, but a certain driver of a black and silver number 3 car made sure he didn't win one race that he should have won. Anyway, though, Hamilton was decent, but he got replaced in 98 by Andretti, who did bring the team back to victory lane again in 1999. After that, though, there was a long drought before the 43 car won again, and we went through a lot of different drivers. Andretti retired partway through 2003, replaced by Christian Fittipaldi for a bit. Then he was replaced the same year by Jeff Green. Jeff Green drove the car up until till the end of 2005. I should also mention that STP left as the primary sponsor in 2000, so Cheerios and General Mills was the primary sponsor, and they stayed up until the end of 2008. And Jeff Green was replaced for 2006 with Bobby Labonte, who was a past champion, but he never, brought the 43 car back to victory lane. He was in turn replaced at the end of 2008. For 2009, they had Reed Sorensen drive for a year. He was replaced at the start of 2010 with AJ Allmendinger, who's a name that current NASCAR fans may recognize. He's a good driver, but 43 car wasn't very competitive. You know, Allmendinger was replaced at the end of 2011 in favor of Ark Almirola for 2012. Almirola actually brought the 43 car back to victory lane for the first time since Andretti had done it in '99 by winning the fall race at Daytona. You know, rain shortened, but victory's a victory. Now, they did make Victory Diecast at that point, but I didn't have the money to be able to afford it, unfortunately. That's one I do want to get for my collection. You know, unfortunately, Almirola got replaced eventually as well. You know, he got injured partway through 2017 and was replaced by Bubba Wallace filled in for him for a bit, and then for 2018, Bubba Wallace, you know, replaced Almirola. And Bubba, he's a hell of a driver, but he still couldn't get that 43 car back to victory lane. And in terms of him, he got replaced for the start of the 2021 season by Erik Jones, who did bring the car back to victory lane. Honestly, 2023 has been very difficult for what is now referred to as Legacy Motor Club, but you know, I am so happy I got to see the 43 car get victory lane again, and this is going to be one of the crown jewels in my collection. The only thing that would make this car even better is if it had Richard's signature, which, if I ever meet the king again, I have met him once, but if I ever meet him again, I'm either going to have him sign the side window or the roof. That way I can have the trifecta of signatures on this. But I went for this edition because I had to have this car at least signed by Erik Jones, and I wanted Dave Ellens. He was the crew chief that made it happen. So I know this kind of turned from just being a diecast unboxing and review to kind of a petty history lesson, but hey, guy's my favorite driver, so I gotta gush on about him a bit. I hope everyone enjoyed this video. I'll be back with another one soon. This has been DMC Jedi Man, and I am signing off. Peace, everybody.